power of Tec Voc. Incredibly enough, this is the final exam for a music production class at Tec Voc High School. Company 11 is a group of 30 students who tour other schools with $100,000 worth of sound equipment, performing songs chosen from the pop music charts.
That's the power of this world around. Don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit cards to ride this train. It's strong and tough, it can be cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life.
Company 11 is under the direction of an amazing husband and wife teacher team, Connie and Grant Shaw.
Well, I think that a lot of the kids really want to, do popular music, like it's the bar scene or the band, the pub band scene, come to life for them. And they enjoy listening to this type of music, so why not do it? It's the next logical step.
The obvious thing that comes to mind is an American model, and that's Fame.
Well, actually, this was popular before Fame. We were doing this first. So,
Yes.
But,
So Fame copied you.
Fame copied us, yes, and we'd all be big stars today if we'd held on to the rights. No, it's sort of like Fame in some ways, but it's not in others. It's a little more towards almost the rock video type thing.
Can you feel it? Uh-huh.
With high school kids performing for high school kids, if you don't sound like the record and have all the parts, we've had people sitting in the audience who a keyboard part will play one single note in a whole song, and she's seen them go, they got that note, they got that note. That's very important to them. They know those records backwards and forwards, and if you don't have your parts down, you're not going to go over on their turf.
Where do you get the energy yourselves to do this? How much of your time does it take?
And most of the time it'll average out, we figure out every year, and it's about 700 to 800 hours personally that we put in. And you just do it. That's rock and roll.
Feel the power of love. You feel the power of love. You feel the power of love.
Company 11 performs May 23rd and 24th at 8 o'clock at the Tec Voc Gym.
So you're going to have to organize it. So you discuss the implications of the grandfather's personality.
The implications of 12 years of high school, an overwhelming desire to be anywhere but in the classroom, an uncontrollable force that causes your mind to drift to other places.
Drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.
Okay, I think you can organize that now.
Some students would rather fantasize about living out a dream instead of worrying about the world that lies ahead at the end of high school.
Let's just get moving. Girls, please, let's go.
Most of the courses at Tec Voc try to prepare the students for the real world that awaits them once they graduate. Machine shop, broadcasting, baking, auto mechanics. Courses that give them hands-on experience that will help them get a job when they leave school. But there's one course at Tec Voc that offers the students something different, and that course is called Company.
1, 2, and here I go again.
This is the entrance exam for the Company course. Back in September, 70 students auditioned for the class. Some of the students transferred to Tec Voc just for a chance to audition. One of them was Laura Campbell.
I heard that they put on really great shows, and my sister knew people that were in it before, and she said they had so much fun. They said it was so much fun, and who doesn't like having fun, so I wanted to try it.
While 70 tried to get into the course, only 19 got accepted. Debbie Forbes was one of the lucky few.
When I did find out that I did get in, I was just so excited. I was bouncing all over the place. I was just hugging everybody and stuff like that. And then after I did that, I was just thinking, okay, fine, I'm in. What did I get myself into?
What they got themselves was a lot of hard work, a lot more than any of them had expected. By November, the students are rehearsing on a daily basis.
See how great they sounded?
Grant Shaw is one half of the teaching team that puts together Company. He looks after the band and the staging of the rock show.
They look at the show and say, oh, rock stars, oh, great. And they quickly learn that there's a lot more to it than that. And so that's what I think it is unique with the kids, is that they get a chance to not only live out the fantasy, but find out what goes into making that musical fantasy come true. And that's sweat and hard work.
of the hard work comes in the singing class.
You need it for the high note.
Connie Shaw, the other half of the team, and Grant Shaw's wife, is teaching the students how to breathe properly.
I just thought it was weird. What is she doing, you know? Like, I thought it was just like scales and all, learning your scales, and I didn't think you'd do something like that, and I didn't know there was so much, I didn't know there was so much work involved in it.
This may be a novel experience for most of these students, but the company chorus is anything but a new sensation. This is the 14th year that Grant and Connie Shaw have assembled a company troupe. It started as a traditional school musical, but before long it changed to a rock concert that was more appealing to the students involved and the audience. As company performed in schools across the province, it did more than entertain. It recruited potential new members. This is Clint Filto's second year with company.
I saw Company 12, and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe that, you know, there's such a high standard of playing and everything else. I just thought, geez, I'd really like to try, you know, see if I was good enough to, you know, make something like this and be part. It seemed like a great team to be part of, and, you know, really glad I made it.
Being a part of company offers more than just musical rewards. This past school year has been successful for Debbie. She's attending classes regularly and passing her courses. Debbie thinks company deserves some of the credit for her academic success.
If you don't attend your classes or at least do good, there's a chance that your teachers may keep you back from going on to tour, but they can't. And if they do that, then Mr. will just like really get down in your case, and he's very, when he gets upset, it's just, you know, he's scary.
I think their attitude changes because they're not given a choice. I really do. It's not a question of, no, please sing your part. Please plug that light in on time. Come on, for the good of the show. It's like, do your job. It's a job.
Does it make school seem any different to you?
Yeah, it does. It makes school feel a lot different. The people, well, you're not afraid to go up to anybody anymore. You're not so insecure about meeting new friends anymore. It's just like, because you've opened yourself up, like you're not afraid to sing in front of anybody.
I feel more confident because at the beginning of the year, when I came from Gordon, I was still going through kind of like a withdrawal stage. It's just kind of like, you know, I was very rebellious, severely antisocial, and it's just, you know, like going to school, school sucks.
I make no pretense about trying to change everybody. I want him to be a great musician, and if the music in turn makes him a better person, well, they just don't even pay me enough to do that. You know, that's the greatest thing that could happen.
Being in company doesn't make everyone a better student. Miguel Lequier stopped attending classes, except for company.
Yeah, like I've always been, you know, a little bit of a troublemaker and never really listen to anybody except for myself. And instead of just hanging out at the malls during the day sometimes, you know, because, you know, I'll come to school, you know, we have company class and everything.
In May, it's time for the final exam. The test is a rock and roll tour of Manitoba high schools. Over a 3-week period, they play to an audience of 23,000 people. The show is packed full of energy, an energy that's felt both by the audience and by the performers.
You know, we may play 18 shows. That ain't enough. Like, I'd rather have 30 shows, and even then, that wouldn't be enough. It would have to be 50, you know. You don't want to stop. It just keeps, you know, it snowballs, you know. The lights go down, and all these kids scream. Well, I could get to enjoy that, like, for the rest of my life.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. Wanna get lost in your rock and roll. Drift away.
A school course that students fight to take, one that they never want to end. This is a conclusion to a year of discipline and commitment. It may all have started as a rock and roll fantasy, but by the time it's over, they've learned a lot about the kind of hard work it takes to realize a dream.